Ever heard of a political argument ending with a sword fight? No, I'm not talking about Game of Thrones. This happened in France. In 1967, picture this, the French National Assembly, a heated debate is underway. A young, ambitious politician named René Ribière is speaking, when suddenly, a veteran political heavyweight, Gaston Deffer, shouts across the room, "Shut up, you idiot." Now, in modern politics, that might just lead to a spicy headline. But for Ribière, it was a profound insult to his honor. He couldn't let it slide. He demanded an apology. Deffer, a former resistance fighter and mayor of Marseille, flatly refused. So, what do grown politicians do? They decide to settle it the old-fashioned way, with swords. Even though dueling was technically illegal, it was a sort of open secret, a tolerated relic of a bygone era. So, on a spring morning, April 21, 1967, they met in a private garden. Can you imagine the scene? Two suited politicians, swapping their briefcases for épées. The future president of France, Georges Pompidou, even sent his own fencing master to oversee the affair, making it feel weirdly official. Doctors were on standby, just in case. Everyone expected it to be a bit of a show, a few symbolic clashes and a handshake. But it got real, fast. Deffer, the older man, was surprisingly quick. He lunged and struck Ribière in the arm. First blood. According to the rules, the duel should have stopped right there, but Ribière wasn't having it. He was getting married the very next day and was desperate not to show up to his own wedding as a loser. He insisted they continue. So, the fight resumed. And almost immediately, Deffer struck again, this time nicking Ribière on the arm once more. With blood drawn twice, the officials stepped in and declared the duel over. Deffer was the victor. Ribière had lost his honor and still had a wedding to get to? The story became a national spectacle. The French public was both amused and shocked. It was like a scene from a historical novel had crashed into the modern world. This strange, almost comical event marked the end of an era. It was so widely seen as absurd and outdated that it became the very last officially recognized duel in French history. A centuries-old tradition of settling disputes with steel ended not with a dramatic death, but with an insult, a wedding, and one final, slightly embarrassing sword fight. If you enjoyed this bizarre story from history, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more.